Hey everyone, it's Mindez here, and welcome to your Steam Daily Guide for the sales on the 23rd of December 2011. It is day 5 of the sales. Yesterday was not day 5 of the sales, as I mistakenly stated, but whatever. Here's your graphic for today. It features a rather pimped out Santa-mobile, which I believe is a reference to Saints Row the 3rd, which is on sale today. There's also a little Half-Life reference in there for those that have a keen eye. Although it's odd because Half-Life's not actually on sale today, but whatever. So I just got your hopes up and dashed them all. Excellent. Today's daily deals then. I'm getting in fairly early with this one, there's still 22 hours left. Although there probably won't be by the time I've uploaded this, because my laptop does tend to take hours to render basic things. First game of the sales, Dirt 3. Racing game, looks very pretty. Apparently is fantastic graphics-wise. But is apparently buggy and has very poor handling. Like, the reviews on it have generally not been positive. Yeah, that's right, I read reviews, that's right, I do research for this section. What, you think I didn't do research for this section? Yeah, I read reviews. So apparently, probably not one to pick up. Next game in the sale is Frozen Synapse. This is a fantastic indie game. Obviously, because it's indie, I'm naturally going to be promoting the hell out of it. But honestly, this is a brilliant tactical game. It's a top-down shooter, but it's turn-based, but not real-time turns. You kind of send your turn. It's like playing by email in a way. You just kind of send your turn, and then you got to wait ages for your opponent to make your turn. And while you're like making your turn, you have to like simulate what you think your opponent's going to do. So, for example, if you got this situation, and the red ones are your enemies, the green guys are you. You might think maybe that red guy's going to run round here, maybe this red guy's going to run round here, maybe that red guy's going to take cover and keep shooting or whatever. And you can simulate what would happen if, for example, you tried to take cover in this room. Or you can simulate whether you have enough time to run round here and get into cover before dying. And in general, it's a fantastic game. Very tactical, like I say. Definitely recommend picking it up. It's £2.24, but you do actually get 2 copies with that. And you can send the extra copy to a friend. I already have it, so don't bother sending me any. Although if you do send me any, I guess I'll do some kind of giveaway or something, but whatever. You can also get the soundtrack edition. The soundtrack for this game is fantastic for an extra £1. And again, that also comes with 2 copies of it, or you can just buy the soundtrack on its own for £1. Actually, we're in this situation again, where if you buy this pack and the soundtrack, it's actually a penny cheaper than getting this pack for exactly the same thing. So, yeah, don't buy the soundtrack edition, buy Frozen Synapse and the soundtrack separately. That's my advice to you again, and unless I'm getting the math wrong like I did last time. But it doesn't look like it. £3.23. Yes, that's about right. Anyway, the next game, third game of today's sales, Cave Story Plus. Probably one of the most well-known indie games of all time, apart from maybe Minecraft or something. Fantastic 2D side-scroller. Yet another game I'm going to say I've not got round to playing, but this is one that I really regret not getting round to playing. Maybe I should just like LP all these games. Like, I've not heard anything bad about this game, and I don't expect to. It looks fantastically well put together, and this is one that I definitely recommend picking up. And I did not mean to hover over that, thank you. I did not mean to hover over that, thank you. Stupid website. Next game in the sales, Back to the Future, the game. This is a game that might be worth picking up. It's a Telltale adventure game. Apparently it's got many similarities to Monkey Island in the writing and humour, which, again, is always a good thing. There's a lot of games that have had There's a lot of games that have had... Ooh, this is a bit like Monkey Island in the description. But considering it's made by Telltale Games and is a Telltale adventure, it's in 5 parts and it comes with all 5 parts for £6.79. Might be one to pick up. Might genuinely be one to pick up. The reviews of it have generally been positive. I'm genuinely considering picking this up. It's a bit out of my price range for games that I just want to casually try, but I think it would probably be worth it if you have the time to invest into it. Apparently it's not tremendously long, but still, I'm lazy. So this one is actually a recommendation to, yes, pick up if you like adventure games like Monkey Island or things like that. Can't think of any other adventure games off the top of my head, like Sam & Max. No, that would be way too difficult. Railworks 3 Train Simulator 2012. Oh my god, a train simulator! Haha, I must rate this 10 out of 10! Yes. Well, actually, Railworks 3 has been, for a while, the most popular and well-known train simulator, and judging from the amount of DLC that's been produced for it, it's either incredibly easy to produce DLC, or it's incredibly popular among train enthusiasts. I'm not sure which one of those is quite true, but if you scroll down, yeah, sure, you can buy the game for £2.49. Sure, you can buy the deluxe edition of the game for £2.99. There are 90 pieces of downloadable content for this game, and there is a bundle with all of them. Yes, that's right. All 90 of the DLC packs listed here would usually cost you £985.15. You can buy the entire Railworks 3 complete DLC bundle in the sale for 80% off, £199. I can't recommend this enough, so worth the money. By the way, I'm being sarcastic. If anyone wants to gift me that, seriously, do. I'd LP that like a shot. But I do think I will actually pick up the base version of this game, if only because I'd love to play a decent train simulator. Although Engine Driver Steam Train was pretty decent, which we got videos of on Blind Gamers. This one, probably avoid unless you're a train enthusiast. I'm going to pick it up mostly for the humour value, I think. But anyway, next game, Aliens vs Predator. This is a game that I heard a lot of hype about when it first came out, but after it was released, generally wasn't agreed upon to be that good. Apparently the single player is really good, if very short, and the multiplayer is practically unplayable, incredibly laggy, and difficult to find a server. So if you are going to pick this up, $2.99, you can I'd really only expect a single player experience out of this, seriously, but so probably one that I would avoid. Next game of the sale, Cities XL 2012. This is a very SimCity-esque city simulator. Build up your city, build up your population, things like that. I gotta say, it does look fairly pretty. I mean, particularly screenshots like this one and this one. Very snowy village. I would love to live there. Reviews of it have been generally terrible, but reading most of the reviews, it was because it wasn't that different from the previous game in the series, which those aren't tremendously helpful reviews. Still, on the other hand, $14.99 is a lot to spend on what is essentially SimCity. Probably one to avoid. Looks good, but a bit overpriced. Next game, From Dust. This is a open world kind of world. It's a weird one. It's under the title of simulation games, but what you're really simulating is a world. You play a god, and you kind of sculpt the world. You're the god of a cult or a clan or something, and you have to shape the world. Apparently it is incredibly pretty, but apparently that's also all that the game has going for it. So don't expect a tremendously rich experience, just expect a lot of pretty graphics. Probably one to avoid. Next game, E.Y.E. Divine Cybermancy. Indie game, but not one that I'm going to promote. It's an FPS, obviously, so that means that I'm not going to promote it. Yes, I can't say a good word about FPSs. It's my superpower. What I have heard on this game is that it's incredibly buggy, incredibly badly put together, but that its graphics for an indie game are pretty advanced. That's really all I have heard about it. Do not recommend, even though it is fairly cheap. Might be worth a curiosity pick, but on the whole, do not recommend. I also have a 33% off E.Y.E Divine Cybermancy if anyone wants it. If anyone's thinking of not picking it up today and waiting till after the sale, I can give you a 33% off voucher for that. If you really want one. Oh well. Next game, Rage. Another game that was incredibly hyped up to its launch and then just really failed to meet expectations. Incredibly buggy, incredibly laggy, incredibly bad. Do not buy. Next game, Saints Row the Third. It's actually kind of funny, Saints Row the Third, because in England we have a store called Game Station, and they are selling practically nothing but Saints Row the Third. It's like their advert on TV shows someone buying Saints Row the Third. You go into a store, you see shelves and shelves of Saints Row the Third. It's like they really overstocked, and they're just trying to flog all their games. But actually, from what I have heard, this is a fantastic game. FPS, I believe. So obviously I can't say particularly good words about it, but it does look pretty good in general. It looks very colourful. I mean, look at those pants. I mean, honestly. And there's some kind of dress-up simulator here, where you get to dress up in pink. So it's always worth it dressing up in pink. It's let's pretend in childish, colourful letters. I realise I'm telling you nothing about the game here, but that's because I know nothing about the game here. Yes. But still, I don't recommend it. £20, only 33% off for a Steam daily sale game? Really? That's something I've noticed about commercial games. Commercial games tend to have much worse deals. Oh well. I guess they have to make their money, that's the problem with commercial games. Audiosurf, fantastic indie game. It's procedurally generated based on your music. It's fun and addictive as hell. You kind of fly through a track and you have to collect all the coloured things. But like I say, it's all based on the music that you choose to play with it. Similar in that respect to games like Beat Hazard, which also generates itself procedurally based on your music. I definitely recommend this one. It's been out for a while. It's been out for almost 3 years now, and it is still one of the best music rhythm things that I've played. I just genuinely don't know what word to use to describe this game. But it is definitely awesome. That is a word I would use to describe this game. And that's it for your Steam Daily Deals. Let's move on to achievements. The first achievement for today is to make a trade with another Steam user. And I've got to say, this, by far, is the most difficult achievement from the Steam sales this year, because it is literally impossible at this point. I have tried probably 20 trades in the last hour and a half, and the Steam interface is just so laggy right now. I guess millions of people must have seen this and they're like, oh my god, I must trade with someone. But, you know what, if anyone wants to send me coal, great, please do. You get a free achievement out of it, and I get some free coal. E.Y.E Divine Cybermancy, again, not a game I recommend. Pick up the gift, that's a very specific achievement, I gotta say. Maybe that makes more sense in game, maybe you gotta play the entire game and find a gift, maybe you should just go look it up and see where the gift is. That makes sense. Frozen Synapse, a game I recommended. This is definitely one you should pick up today because it has an achievement. Play an instant skirmish and win with only your machine gunner left alive. Fairly easy one. All you have to do is go in the game, play it as normal, and then towards the end just have your other guys just run it to the enemy. They shouldn't last too long, I gotta say. Audiosurf, another game you should definitely pick up. Make a candy stripe, which you do by collecting a coloured one, then an uncoloured one, then a coloured one, then an uncoloured one, then a coloured one. Yes. Not a difficult achievement, definitely one you should go for. Greed Corp. This game is turn-based strategy type. The pictures won't load. Let's see if we can do something about that. A review without pictures? That would be positively boring! Let's close a few tabs while I'm just waiting for that real quick. And it seems like either the site has crashed or my computer. Nope, no, there we go. I gotta say, I'm used to having a 50 megabyte connection back in Liverpool. I come back here and have a 2 megabyte connection. This feels bad. Oh well. It's a turn-based strategy type thing. It looks pretty fun, I gotta say. I did check it out a little bit. And possibly one to pick up. It is 75% off. It is at £1.99, and it looks genuinely pretty good. To get the actual achievements, you have to win a match in a snow map, in either the campaign or in battle mode, which I guess is probably very easy. Just could go on an easy campaign or something. Fate of the World. Now this game is similar to one that was on sale yesterday, actually, in that you can... it's global strategy, you gotta choose who to nuke and when. That's the basics of it. Choose who to nuke and when. And the idea is to plunge the world into global thermonuclear war by 2075. Honestly, that achievement should not be difficult. Continue doing what politicians are doing at the moment. It shouldn't be long, trust me. And that is it for today's achievements, that is it for today's deals, and 10 objectives completed so far. How's everyone else doing? Excellent. I believe I have 10 pieces of coal? I think I have 10 pieces of coal. I also have a voucher for 50% off World of Goo, which is ridiculous because A, I already own World of Goo, and B, World of Goo is already 75% off anyway, and vouchers don't stack with deals. Steam. I'm assuming this is a huge practical joke that Steam is playing on me right now, but whatever. So that's it for your daily deals today. I shall see you tomorrow when I will have more interesting developments and more interesting sales to waste your money on. Hooray! Also, you just saw one of my emails. I forgot I was still recording. I thought I was just like sitting here talking to myself like I usually do. Oh well. Have you guys gone yet?